Hi and welcome to today. I'm Amanda and I'm taking you on my 31 days of essential tools and supplies. My essential tools and supplies may be different from yours, but today we're going to be playing with. So let's get started. Hello and welcome to today's session. Today, what I've got to show you, I mean, this is again something that I have in my supplies. Again, it's not essential that you go out and buy washi tape. You can create your own washi tape, and I've got some videos to come, I think, of making your own washi tape, or in different ways. But every time I go to it's my local craft store, they do it's called The Works, but you can get them in other places. So I've also brought washi tape in TK Maxx, and you know, sometimes they create little sets. So I got these like at TK Maxx. And then, you know, at my local craft store, they sell them for cheap. When they first came out, they were like £3 for one little one like that, and I thought, there's no way I'm buying it. You know, what is this thing about washi tape? And I guess I followed the craze. I didn't go out and purchase the really expensive ones. As I said, I went to my local craft store and they had like this for £3. So you get I don't know how much is on here, because the ones that you get singly in the shop, they were like selling, let me see, because I've got more than one thing in here, that stuff that shouldn't be in here. I've got some fabric adhesive tape that is no longer adhesive. Look at that. But that can be used in some sewing projects. So let's just get what needs to be in here. Washi tape. Okay, so yeah, when they first came out, they were quite expensive, and then they've kind of reduced in price as time has gone on. And I guess depending on where you buy it, you can still, you know, some designs are still going to be expensive. But I use these in my art journals, and I use them sometimes as I use them underneath the paint. So I would put the washi tape on in terms of providing a first layer, or, you know, colour if I'm going to apply paint and then rub a bit off so that you can see some of the washi tape, or I would just use it over a page, and so there is you know, different varieties. This is just a small selection of some of the ones you can get. And as I say, you know, some places you can get them for quite cheap, so it's worth looking out for those deals and offers. And if you've got, depending on where you are, if you get coupons and things like that, you can pick them up for reasonable. I wouldn't go out and buy and pay full price, you know, $4 or $5 for this. I wouldn't. It's not, I guess it's something I like to have because I use them. And again, I'm not, you know, I've had these for years and I'm not getting through them near enough. I don't use it nearly enough now in my work, but they still come in handy and they're good for gifts. I use them on some gifts just to kind of create a different a pattern around a plain paper. So find, as I said, it isn't until you start playing with your supplies that you actually find that they're good for other things as well. So whereas I would just use these for art, I found, yeah, on pattern paper, or like something like this, that this is a bag, sorry, this is just like one of those paper bags, but just quickly, again, and playing, I could get maybe a contrasting colour, which is this yellow. It's got spots on it, yellow spots, and I'm just going to take a piece off like that, and just, oh no, it's not spots, it's stars, and then just add it. And I would just cut off the end there. And the end there, and you've got, you know, a nice little accent on the bag. The bits that fell off, the bits that I cut off, I would use these in my journal, so nothing goes to waste. I would find a page, I mean, this is just a little snippet. I'd find a page and put it on, and then that forms part of the background. And so, as I said, the other thing that I would do is I would take some of the ones that I don't really like and use it underneath the paper. So this is just like a kind of off greenish kind of yucky, and I would just put it down on a journal page if I wanted to, again, just start with something easy, not have to, you know, think about what colour paints do I want. I would just get bits of this and put it down like that. And I will be sharing with you how to, you know, do some backgrounds. And then maybe get another colour. So this, I don't even know what this is. What is this? It is washi tape, but oh, it's just another, it's just a paler version of that. I mean, it's not too bad, I guess. So that's what I would do, and then I would get the gesso. Sorry, I don't know what accent that is. Get the gesso and apply gesso. Now, if you like me, if you like me, accent is again, if you, comma, like me, collect or have in your collection a large amount of washi tape, then you might have found that when you put it down, there's some that you can use, depending on where you brought them from. There's some that you can use that has lost its stickiness or is not as adhesive as you would want them. And so the way you get around that is, if you know which ones they are, when you add them to the page, you can either add some PVA glue over them and then just run over like I've done here with the gesso, and you're good to go. So you don't need to throw them away. You can still use them. But I found that over the years, some of the washi tape, they lose their stickiness and they start coming up. So that is a good way to continue using them. And I think that's it. That is it. So experiment. Again, you can play with your supplies. This doesn't, you know, you can't use it on fabric, but you could use it on, if you were stitching, like, you know, doing some stitching projects with paper, you could utilize them in that way. And it's, again, just great to be able to experiment and to have some supplies that you sit on and give them a new lease of life. Okay, so that's gesso. It's all gesso on my mind, because gesso is the foundation for me. It's the foundation of my art journaling. I use it a lot. Actually, while I'm here, I'll just show you these fabric tapes. So these are, I guess it's the same principle but with fabric, and this is ribbon that doesn't need to be in there. But the fabric tape, it was supposed to be adhesive, but it's, over the years, I've had these probably for about 4 or 5, no more, years. But what I'll use these in is, even though they've lost their stickiness, I can use these in some sewing projects that I will use ribbon for. So as I say, nothing goes to waste. And yeah, this is the fabric one as well. So there you go. I hope that has been helpful, and you've gained new insight. If you've got washi tape, you know, think about using them in a different way, using them in your art journaling, for you know, presents, wrapping presents, so many things you can use them for. Or if you're finishing a painting, but again, I think you need to, if you're going to use washi tape or on cards, that you seal it with the glue as well, so that it doesn't come off. Okay, so I'll leave it there. Thank you for watching, and I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. So take care. Bye.